Hi everyone. So previous class we have discussed voltage and current expressions that are V is equal A e power minus Px plus B into e power Px, and current equation I is equal C into e power minus Px plus D into e power Px, and also derived alternative expressions of voltage and current expressions in hyperbolic form expressions that are V is equal Vs cos h Px minus Is z naught sin h Px, and current equation I is equal Is cos h Px minus Vs by z naught sin h Px. So that are derived in previous sessions. So in this session, we are going to discuss about input impedance of a transmission line terminated with any load impedance. Input impedance of a transmission line terminated with any load impedance. Also calculate input impedance of a transmission line. Input impedance of a transmission line, and the end of the transmission line is terminated with load impedance ZR. Now here consider the transmission line. The length of the transmission line is L, and the end of the transmission line is terminated with load impedance ZR. Load impedance ZR is not equal to characteristic impedance, and the input voltage transmission line sending in terminals is applied to input voltage Vs, and the current I flowing through the transmission line is Is. Z0 is the characteristic impedance. Length of the transmission line is L. L is the length of the transmission line. Voltage across the load is VR is equal to IR into ZR. The voltage across the load terminal is VR is equal to IR into ZR. V suffix R is the receiving end voltage, I suffix R is the receiving end current, Z suffix R is the load impedance or receiving end impedance. Vs is the sending end voltage, Is is the sending end current. So the condition at the input end terminals is at x is equal to 0, the voltage is Vs and the current is Is, and the condition at the receiving end or load end terminals condition is, and what is the length of the transmission line? X is equal to L is the length of the transmission line. So the condition at the load end terminals is at x is equal to L, the voltage is VR and current is IR. That is the condition at the load end terminals. So the voltage equations and current equations at a point at a distance x from the sending end terminals. So what are the voltage and current equations at a distance x from the sending end terminals? V is equal to Vs cos h Px minus Is z naught sin h Px, and current equation I is equal to Is cos h Px minus Vs by z naught sin h Px. These two equations already explained and already derived in previous classes. So that are considered as equation 1 and equation 2. The voltage drop across load in terminals is VR is equal to IR into ZR. So we know that the condition at the load in terminals is at x is equal to L, the voltage V is equal to VR and current I is equal to IR. Applying receiving in terminals conditions into equation number 1 and equation number 2. So at x is equal to L, the equations at x is equal to L, voltage is VR, VR is equal to Vs cos h PL minus Is z naught sin h PL, and at x is equal to L, current I is IR, IR is equal to Is cos h PL minus Vs by z naught sin h PL. Substitute VR and IR values into equation 3, we get VR is equal to IR into ZR. So VR value is Vs cos HPL minus Is Z naught sin HPL is equal to ZR into IR. IR is Is cos HPL minus Vs Z naught sin HPL. So that is equal multiplying on both sides by Z naught, we get Z naught into LHS term is equal Z naught into RHS term. On LHS side, multiplying Z naught within the bracket term, and RHS side, multiplying Z naught Z into within the bracket term. So Z naught Vs cos HPL minus Is Z naught square sin HPL is equal Z naught Zr Is cos HPL minus Vs Zr sin HPL. So on RHS side, Z naught Zr Is cos HPL is coming to the LHS side, and Is Z naught square sin HPL is going to the RHS side. We have Vs Z naught cos HPL plus Vs Zr sin HPL is equal Z naught Zr Is cos HPL plus Is Z naught square sin HPL. On LHS side, both the terms Vs is common. Vs into Z naught cos HPL plus Zr sin HPL is equal. On RHS side, both the terms Z naught Is is the common. Z naught Is into Zr cos HPL plus Z naught sin HPL. Is is coming to the LHS side. We have Vs by Is is equal Z naught into, on LHS side, Z naught cos HPL plus Zr sin HPL is going to the RHS side. We have Z naught into Zr cos HPL plus Z naught sin HPL by Z naught cos HPL plus Zr sin HPL. On LHS side, the ratio of input voltage to the input current is called as input impedance, that is ZS. Input impedance ZS is equal Z0 is to Zr cos HPL plus Z0 sin HPL by Z0 cos HPL plus Zr sin HPL. Sending end input impedance is defined as the ratio of the sending end voltage to the sending end current. So Vs by S is called as input impedance or sending end impedance, that is ZS. The above equation is the sending end impedance or input impedance of a transmission line. So as a special case, now that equation is in the end of the transmission line is terminated with the load impedance. That load impedance is not equal to characteristic impedance. As a special case, that load impedance is equal to characteristic impedance. End of the transmission line is terminated with characteristic impedance. That is, load impedance Zr is equal to Z0. In the above equation, substitute Zr is equal to Z0, we get the resultant expression Zs is equal to Z0. The load impedance is terminated to the characteristic impedance. Input impedance is equal to the characteristic impedance. Input impedance is equal to characteristic impedance of a transmission line. And what is the equation of the input impedance? This is the equation of the input impedance. In this equation, dividing numerator and denominator by cos HPL, we have Zs is equal to Z0 into cos HPL. First term cos HPL is cancelled. In this equation, on RHS side, multiplying numerator and denominator by cos HPL, we get the resultant expression and another expression of the input impedance of a transmission line. Zs is equal to Z0 into Zr plus Z0 tan HPL plus Z0 plus Zr tan HPL. So this is the equation of input impedance.